Hello YouTube, Canadian Edge here. Time to look at another knife. The knife on the table today, it is from Civivi, and it is the Civivi Dogma. The Dogma has a blade length of 3.46 inches. Open it is 7.7 inches, and closed it is 4.24 inches long. The steel on it, it is a D2 with a stone washed clip point, and the weight on this is 3.23 ounces. The handle, it is a G10 with one milled stainless steel liner, and that is the one opposite the liner lock, which it is a liner lock. So G10 handle on this one. And you can get a variety of different handles on these, brass and copper, and a bunch of different handles. The G10, do they come in micarta? I forget. They might even have micarta ones. So, variety of handles available for those. And the pocket clip on it, it is reversible, tip up, deep carry, which is nice. I like that. It is a flipper opening. Well, actually there's a couple ways of opening this knife. You got the flipper. You can put your thumb in. I'm not great with that. The thumb hole on there, or you can do the reverse flick. And so you do have three different ways that you can open the knife. And flipper is probably the easiest, or the reverse flick, at least for me. Actually enjoy doing the reverse flick on this one. So yes, a couple different ways to open that up. It does have the ball bearing pivot in it. Has a lanyard hole at the back. And it does have a finger choil up here as well. Give you a variety of grips. And it has mostly open spine with a bit of a back spacer at the end there, and so yeah, makes it a little easier to clean with the open spine. And I don't know if you can see it because it is black, but it does line up centered down the middle, or at least as close as I'm going to worry about it. And there's no blade play. It sits nice and solid in the handle so that you don't have the blade play. Now this was the first Civivi knife that I saw, although I don't know why it took me so long to get one, but this was the first one that I saw that on a review. I was like, wow, my first exposure to Civivi, and that's a nice looking knife. And so it took pretty much a year before I finally got around to getting one of my own, but I really like it. It's a nice light knife, and it's fun to fidget with. Lots of fidget factor to this knife, so glad I got it. And they're relatively inexpensive here in Canada, 70 bucks. For this one, they go up over 100 depending on what you get. You can get the Damascus blade and all that kind of stuff on it. So lots of different things that you can do with it. It comes in a variety of different packages. So size-wise, how big is it? Well, this is the Ontario Rat 2. Slightly bigger than the Rat 2. And the Benchmade Bug Out. As you can see, slightly bigger than the Bug Out. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. And a couple others. We'll grab a couple of the bigger knives. We got the Tenacious, which Tenacious is a bigger knife. Not by much, just slightly. And the Civivi Cogent. which is slightly bigger, same size-ish, within 1/8 of an inch anyway. Pretty close to the same size, so it's a medium size to almost full size knife. I don't know, where's the cutoff line for full size as compared to a medium size knife? Leave me a comment and tell me. But I have really liked this knife. So for me, the aesthetics on it has a wow factor for me. A lot of people might not agree, but for me, yeah, it does. I like the look of it. Love the blade profile. Has kind of a Bowie knife look to it, or yeah, I'm going to just leave it at Bowie knife. And so I really like the aesthetics, the ergonomics on it. Great. It feels great in the hand. Very comfortable. Easy to get a grip on it. The texturing on the handle is just right, at least for me. Feels good. A little bigger hand. You do have a little bit of room at the end there, wiggle room. So it will fit a little bit bigger hand. And it's just, I find it really comfortable. I really like it. The pivot on it is great out of the box. It fired like a dream. The ball bearings work really well. Yes, just a very nice knife, well put together. Fits in the pocket really well. It's slim enough. If you compare it to like Spyderco, size-wise, it's quite slim. So you would definitely notice that a lot more in your pocket than you would this. Has a nice slim profile to it, and fits really well in the pocket and feels good in the hand. So my only real complaint about this, and these are just personal preferences, nothing in regards to how it's made. I prefer jimping. For me, it just gives me that purchase if I'm cutting down. So I like jimping back here, but not the end of the world. And then my complaint with most knives, the pocket clip, at least they got the pocket clip screws countersunk, or yeah, they're even with the pocket clip, but it still has a little bit. Pocket clip sits up on the handle, and it would have been nice if they would have countersunk that as well, so that it sat flush. That's the word I was looking for, flush. So it sat flush with the handle, but they didn't, and it's going to be slight wear and tear on the pocket, not horrible by any stretch of the imagination. I don't know if you can see that. It's just slight. So yeah, not the end of the world. How is it for sharpness? Almost forgot to do a sharpness test on this thing. And not too bad. It cuts through paper. Not quite as easy as some of the knives that I have, especially a couple of the Civivis. They tend to cut a little smoother, so they might not have got this one quite as sharp out of the factory as they could have. And with this blade style, you gotta beware. It's got a belly on it, and I think it's gonna try and ride up on the blade. Yep. And part of that is, wow. Yeah, see that? Sadly, the blade isn't as sharp as it should be. It should be easier to go through that. How about this nylon cord? Yeah, I went through it, but not as easy as I'd like to see. And this fake cord, yeah, it goes through it, but it could be sharper. Might have to throw that on the sharpener and get a little better edge on it. But other than that, very happy with the knife. It worked, as I say, out of the box, worked great. Pivot works great on it, feels good in the hand. Very nice. The Dogmas, Civivi Dogma. Check them out, and I think you'll be impressed with them. If you're looking for a Civivi, or you've got a collection of Civivi knives, they're a good knife. Or if you're just looking for a good knife, I would highly recommend this as an everyday carry knife. And I did carry it for a couple of weeks and enjoyed using it. Maybe that's part of the problem. I was opening boxes and different things with it. So, but still, D2 steel should hold an edge a lot longer than that. Anyway, I digress. Civivi Dogma. Check them out. Available at any place. It's a popular knife by Civivi, so easy to find. And check one out for yourself. All right, that's it for me for this review. I'll be doing another review in a couple days. Feel free to hit the like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I will get back to you. And thanks for watching. And you stay safe and stay sharp.